Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Nacho Tuesday here. Today I have Toshendra here with RecordsKeeper, and without further ado, we'd love if you can introduce your company and what you guys do.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Toshendra Sharma. I'm the founder and CEO of RecordsKeeper.AI. So, we are, as the name suggests, is an AI-based record-keeping company for enterprises and individuals. We turn data chaos into the business intelligence, and we automate everything related to record keeping and data management or file management using AI. So, you just throw the documents at us, and we'll take care of the rest, or the AI will take care of the rest. It's a B2B SaaS platform where you connect the storages and then we take it forward.
Amazing. So what made you decide to start RecordsKeeper? It's not your first rodeo from what we discussed before the interview.
Yes, correct. So, I think was running between multiple companies in 2016. So that's when the idea hit me at that time that I was not able to afford the accountant for the record keeping and everything. So I thought, okay, there must be a way to automate everything because it's intelligent. It's easy to fetch out the context from the document itself. Why can't we do it? But at that time, AI was not very smart at that time. So I waited for a few years, and then 2 years back, I realized that it's the right time to start the record keeping company using AI like RecordsKeeper.AI, where we can read the content from the documents and then understand the context and categorize them, classify them, tag them, and put them in the right folder. And whenever you need them, we can bring these documents out instantly through the chat GPT like interface. So you can talk to the AI and say, I need this document, I need that document, bring me that document from that period. And AI will fetch the document for you and will save a lot of time because now you don't have to comb through all the documents and folders and figure out where exactly that file is. You can just remember certain context, type it or say it, and AI will fetch it for you. We thought that would be possible, but in 2016 was a challenging. So that's where I thought, okay, 2 years back that yes, let's build this, and this time it is possible. And now we have made it possible. It's already live. People are already using it, so you can go ahead and sign up and try it out. So already there.
Amazing. Yeah, as I say, timing is everything too, right? So you might have an idea, but it might not be the right time to really implement it. So glad you had jumped on that when the opportunity arose.
Exactly.
Right, so how would you define AI-driven record management, and what makes it different than the traditional way that we've done things? And I've ran into this problem myself trying to find documents and spending quite a bit more time than I'd wanted to on it.
Exactly. So how the typical record keeping works is, you have a bunch of documents. You keep receiving documents from every sources, whether it's a CRM, it's a accounting management software, or it's even a Dropbox, Google Drive, or any other source. So you can imagine every single day we are generating the digital documents. So these documents actually can be piped into a single AI, which will categorize these documents, tag them, classify them, and then place them in a right folder at the right time. And whenever you need them, it can just fetch these documents instantly within a fraction of a second, and then save a lot of your time. So this is far more different than the traditional record keeping, where whenever you need a document, you have to just go to the folder, figure out, okay, where I kept it. And maybe sometime you just forgot to keep it there. And, you have just kept it somewhere else. And now you don't know where exactly that is. And you have to search in the Google Drive or Dropbox or even email inbox, and then figure out, okay, this document is not there, maybe somewhere else. But in AI, since all these channels are storages in our platform, so everything can be connected into a single place and all your documents will remain at the single place. So AI is doing literally everything for you in the record keeping space. And record keeping is not just about record keeping, it's about document management, file management, data management. So everything that is digital has to be managed properly. Otherwise, it will become so large in some time that it will become very difficult for you to access it even. So that's the fundamental problem that we solve using AI. And traditional record keeping is completely broken. It's very outdated now, considering in the era of AI, where everything can be done by AI. Why not just record keeping, right? This is the most easy task that AI can do. So right now, very less companies are doing it. Almost literally no one is doing it. So we thought, okay, we'll take on this problem and solve it. So
it's a common problem. Yeah, it happens every day to every company.
Exactly. It's not just company, it's individual even. Sometimes you forget your medical record, you want some certain reports, or even your tax returns, even your ID documents. You need everything instantly whenever you are. Sometimes you are at the airport and they just ask you for something, and then you're like, okay, let me just fetch this document. So we have the mobile app as well. So you can just chat with the mobile app, say, give me this document, AI will fetch it for you. That's it, instantly within the app itself.
Yep, sounds like an ADHD person's dream. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I guess this really becomes a bigger problem for like enterprise companies, especially even small companies. Have a struggle to, manage their records and everything. But once you get to enterprise, that issue really scales infinitely. I guess what are some of the other challenges that enterprises are having today with their records keeping?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and in
That's
general, it's just the files are in so many different locations. Like, what other kind of challenges, I guess, do you see with the way people manage their records today?
exactly. People generally keep it on Slack, or some people keep it in ClickUp, or maybe Notion, or maybe a Salesforce CRM, or maybe Zoho, or HubSpot. Documents can be in any part of your business software.
Mhm.
So bringing them all together at one place, and then ask that particular centralized system for the document, makes a complete sense. And that's where we are going to solve the most fundamental problem of data management, that everything at just one place, and then you leave it, we'll take care of the rest, and everything is automated. So and obviously AI is easing everyone's life now. So
Yep.
why not this is the most basic problem. And on this is not just a choice. Record keeping is not just a choice, right? This is a legally mandatory. You
Yep.
have to do record keeping. There is no choice. Even in healthcare, financial, supply chain, legal, you name it. In most of the industry, not in just most, all the industries, if you're running a business, you have to do record keeping. There is
Yep.
no choice.
Yep. So, how do you ensure the accuracy of the data classification, retrieval, and indexing overall?
Sure. So we use the large language model like any other companies, and so these models actually recognize the patterns, as well as images, as well as PDF, Word file, text file, CSV, Excel sheet, you name it. All these documents, their context can be fetched from the AI, from the document by the AI, and then can be converted into a very well structured data that
Mhm.
we have a proprietary structure that we generate the data from, and then we create that document and as well as that structure for you within the application. And
Yep.
obviously we use a high end RAG system to fetch the document whenever you need. So the accuracy comes from the quality of the LLM or
Yep.
we are using, so just like any other model. And no, these models are pretty accurate. So if you throw any image or any file, you can imagine even 100-year-old file or a printed file, or you can just scan it and then upload it into our system. You will notice that the AI will be able to classify that, tag it, contextualize it very accurately. Even you will not be able to do it, but the AI will be able to do it. You will
Yep.
just find out this. If you just
And
go ahead and try it out, you will just be amazed how
can you
accurate
guys
this.
can you guys handle, like, you mentioned images? Can you guys also understand? Can it also understand videos too? The context,
Not
maybe
now.
uploaded video
Uh,
files.
so see, in the record keeping system, videos and audios are very small fraction of it. So that's why, since 99% of the documents are of PDF, CSV, Excel sheet, or text file, or images, and all kind of files. But video and audio are a very small fraction. So we have not covered the video and audio as of now, because that
Yep.
will become a much bigger problem to solve. We thought, okay, we'll solve that for some other time.
Yep.
But right now we are mostly focusing to financial, supply chain, healthcare, legal, where videos and audios are very less.
Yeah, that's smart. You guys aren't trying to boil the ocean per se.
Exactly, because it will just a waste of time as of now. But yes, obviously this is the problem that we have already decided to solve it, maybe in some near future, but
Yep.
not now immediately.
Yeah, always a new feature later down the road. I
Yes.
guess, yeah, many companies worry about legacy data too. Maybe they have like a new like file format later, or naming convention that they come up with later. But older legacy documents can be really messy sometimes. I guess, how does your AI handle unstructured or messy historical records that they might have had in the past?
So actually, so as I said, that we can read any kind of unstructured data, no matter what the format is, even if that format is some not very known format, but can still be read by the AI, because the AI has the ability to open the file in various format. So that's when we are actually solving the problem of the legacy storages. And
Yeah.
legacy storage can be in the form of the hard disk, it can be in a floppy disk or even CD, or it can be any other thing. It has to be in the digital format. That is the only requirement, no matter where this data reside, as well as in which format that data is. We can read it and crawl it, and then convert it into a business intelligence. So all these legacy data can turn into a business intelligence that can actually be that can be utilized by the businesses. And obviously data is power, right? So
Yeah.
most of the businesses do not realize that they are sitting on a very large intelligence. So with
Yeah.
the records keeper, actually we are converting that legacy data into a intelligent business intelligence, which can be utilized for taking a better business decisions,
Wow.
resulting in better revenue, better sales, better growth.
Yeah, that's really smart, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
every company has all these documents they might have written a long time ago, and they don't use them for anything now. But that's a lot of like stored knowledge that they could actually be able to leverage quite significantly.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I guess, how does AI improve compliance and audit readiness? Maybe some of the less fun stuff with records keeping, but undoubtedly very important when you actually need it.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
Definitely. So, there are basic regulatory requirements like GDPR, HIPAA. So we actually track them in the real time, because there are certain requirements in terms of the data traceability, data auditability, data trackability, as well as some audit trails and reports are required in a certain format. So we actually have that in the platform, where you can see, and these documents and all these granular level access control is also available within the platform. And also we provide the blockchain based audit trail of the documents if the document has been modified or tweaked. So you can rely on that and then use that audit trail to producing these compliances.
very
And
nice.
beside that, our platform is also compliant to GDPR, HIPAA, and SOC2 compliant. So our data which we are utilizing is pretty much safe. So I'm sure this is the pretty much standard question in the record keeping system, that
Yep.
how you are ensuring that data is secured. So all the data that we are using is encrypted at rest, as well as this data is actually trackable, and notifications, alerts, and audit trails, everything is there within the platform. So
Yep.
you can be assured that, obviously, while we are following those compliances, making sure that these documents, these are the pretty much standard compliances that any company like Google, Dropbox, OneDrive, you can imagine, they follow the same rules and same laws and same compliances, and we are following the same compliances. So we are at that level in terms of the security and the platform being compliant for ensuring that the user data remains secure.
Yeah, I would assume like security and privacy is very important for all the
Exactly.
clients you guys work with. Do you guys what other kind of features do you have around that in terms of ensuring that certain people can't access documents, or some information doesn't get leaked from from the organization?
Sure. So first is most important is the granular level access control. So we have a very fine-tuned, uh, very detailed role management system, where you can define the role at a very permission level: read, access, write, delete, modify, everything that you can control. Second, that we have that two-factor authentication on the platform, and all the alerts goes to the users. Whenever something happens, the alert goes to the mobile app, the email, the SMS, and the web app, everywhere. So in terms of the security and ensuring that privacy framework is actually followed, which are as per the GDPR, HIPAA, as well as the SOC2. So also the infrastructure is actually configured in such a way that only the limited number of employees and the team members have the access, especially the production environment. Nobody has the access in the company except the founders. So this way we actually ensure that the user data is intact, traceable, as well as reportable in case of anything that happens. So within the platform, everything.
Or you guys really thought through everything?
Yeah, the record keeping system is
Yep.
naturally has to be like this. Otherwise,
Yep.
it's of no use. That's why it took us around more than 1 year to build this. Otherwise, it would have been just a 2-3 month job.
Yep, definitely. I guess what are some of the key business outcomes that some of your customers are seeing after adopting RecordsKeeper?
So we see that the 85% reduction in the manual work, because now you don't have to place the documents in the right folder. That can be done by AI. You just throw it and then you forget it. Then comes the retrieval. So 90% faster document retrieval because of the AI. You can just say that I need this document, and AI will fetch it for you. That becomes much faster and efficient for everyone. Then comes the fewer compliances issues, as well as the zero audit uh, penalties, because now the data is more structured, and whenever you need a data, it's there already classified in a proper structure. You don't have to worry about it. So this actually saves the cost as well, in terms of the whenever the authority asks for the audit, you can just say that this is the button, and you click it, and then all the audit trails will be generated and you can report it. So I would say that in terms of the manual the labor cost, it can also be reduced by 60 to 70%. You don't have to hire multiple people to manage the records for you. This can be done you using the tool. That's why this B2B SaaS makes sense, because it reduces the cost for the manual workforce. So, or obviously, and also there is a collaboration. So now, since we have the platform where multiple users can access the same platform with the proper granular control of the access, this can remain at a one place and makes the whole life easier, because everybody has the same document classified in the same structured and classifications.
Yep.
So this makes the whole outcome better. So you save cost, you save time, and you performance also you increase. So that's all people are facing.
Those are the most important things in any business, really. You want your employees working on an important task and actually growing the company and being productive, not looking for records just to do their job.
Yeah, correct.
I guess, how do you see AI shaping the future of enterprise record management over the next 3 to 5 years? What do you think is coming down the pipeline next?
I think the data will manage itself, because that's how the LLMs are going to get more powerful. The records are going to manage themselves, fully automated, self-learning, self-structuring, self-classification, and real-time compliances, and the predictive audits will be much cheaper and effective in future, because of this record keeping and LLM managing all the documents and data for you. And AI will turn any static data or record into a business intelligence in future, much better and much deeper. Obviously, with time, this will go much deeper and deeper, where let's say if you have 1,000 files, you upload it, and then AI will tell you something that you never knew about your business, because now AI has access to your files. AI can tell you much better things about your business which you don't even know. So that's the future of the AI record management.
Very interesting. I wonder if you could ever get from like taking data and then turning it into a report. Can you do anything like that? You think in the future where you could prompt it to take a look at maybe your email campaigns and look for an analysis and generate a report for management on what's working, what's not, and email marketing as an example?
Exactly. That's where the business intelligence comes. So it could be something like this. For example, it could be something like, financial audits. So if you have, let's say, provided the access to the audits of the last 10 years, maybe AI can tell you where exactly you can save costs, how to increase the PAT, how to increase the EBITDA of your company. These things can be figured out by the AI, because now AI has all the access to your balance sheet. So that can happen easily.
Wow, this is really, really amazing to hear. It's streamlining everything. It sounds like we could probably use this for our organization as well.
Exactly.
So I guess what's next for RecordsKeeper? What are you guys building over there that you could release publicly, of course?
So we are right now, expanding globally, and especially in the Europe, Middle East, and the West, where people have more demand for the B2B SaaS like this. And we are targeting to serve around 1,000 plus enterprises in next couple of years, and launching more AI modules like predictive compliances, voice-based retrieval, and much deeper business intelligence, which are more customizable at the user end based on their industry and the business type. So the idea is to become the default go-to platform for the record keeping. So, whenever somebody hear about record keeping, they should think about RecordsKeeper.AI. That's it. So record keeping means RecordsKeeper.AI. That's the next few year vision for the company. So record keeping means RecordsKeeper.AI. That's
Yep.
simple. And it's a universal problem, largest problem. And this can make a lot of money for the company, as well as save a lot of energy and time and resources for the users, especially the enterprises.
Yep. As they say, it's in the name.
Exactly. It's in the name. RecordsKeeper.AI. Very straightforward.
But yeah, I love what you guys are building there. I guess this is your fourth startup, right?
Yes, for the startup.
Nice. I guess what for other entrepreneurs out there, what would you recommend for them? Some key lessons that you've learned along the way.
It takes time. The first biggest lesson is it takes time. It's never gonna be overnight success. It takes time, and and always believe in doing rather than thinking. And out of 10, 20, or maybe 100 decisions you will take, the one decision that will be right will change your life and maybe your future generation's life. That's how the whole entrepreneurship works. You don't have to be successful all the time. You have to just successful once. And that's why, probability wise, the chances of getting success at least once is very high if you keep trying, because you got to just successful once. You don't have to fail again and again. You don't have to be successful all the time. Out of 100 things you do, you just become one time you have become successful, then you are done. That's it for the rest of your years.
Yeah, I love
That's
it. Yeah,
how
I tell people the same thing too. It's
yeah.
it's opportunity. Success is when opportunity meets preparation. So you just never know when you get that moment when you make the right decisions and everything starts to kind of click. But it's those moments of learning and failure that kind of leads you to that point to where you make better decisions and you get better over time as an entrepreneur too. It's really a lifelong skills that you're learning that you just get better and better at it as time goes on.
And it takes time. You have to try again and again. You can't give up.
Yep.
Can't give up. That's the most challenging part. Actually, that's the most challenging part, to not give up. It looks easy, it sounds easy, but when you are trying again and again and you are not able to produce something, then and you keep trying it again after getting knocked down very badly, and you stand up and you say, okay, I'll try again. That's the most difficult part, but I think hang in there, you'll get there. No worries.
Yeah, I think there's a Japanese term. It's fall down 7, stand up 8.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, what's one of the biggest causes of failure you think for startups?
I think overconfidence, I would say. Being overconfident about what they are building is perfect, 100% perfect. Always have that small doubt in yourself, that leave a space for improvisation. Some people think that they are very confident this will definitely work. There is no chance that this can fail, but people fail, and this overconfidence kills everyone. So don't be overconfident. Just always have just 1% doubt, always, that this may not work. This doubt will help you fine tune yourself, make yourself a better person, or better entrepreneur, or better business, because nothing is 100% perfect. People fail.
Yeah, and it could be the smallest thing that throws the whole plan off.
Yeah, exactly. So it could be small thing, it could be big thing, but I have seen many entrepreneurs in the beginning that they are so confident about their idea that they think that they can never fail, and this is the best idea ever existed on the planet, but they're not true. And they learn it very hard way, but again, by the time they learn, it's very late. So it's not a good idea to fail all the time again and again by being overconfident.
Yeah, you should always feel like you're always playing from behind, right? So it's never good enough. Look for those little minute details you can change in your business to make it better.
Keep improvising, be optimistic. Don't be overconfident, but be optimistic. Yes, that's very important.
Yeah, you got to enjoy what you do too, right? So if you enjoy what you do, you never really work a day in your life. You're just, can I put in a few more hours today to get to where I'm trying to go?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, there's the saying that the person that loves the journey will always go further than the person that loves the destination.
Yes.
Yeah, for that very reason, I guess. But the people that like the destination more and just want quick results usually never end up going that far.
Yes, and again, this journey is complicated. It's not hard. I've read about this a news article. The depressing life of an entrepreneur. So most of the entrepreneurs are depressed in some one way or another, because they have to be positive, keep trying, keep building, and keep selling, and keep motivating the team members. But that's the life. you
How
know
do you?
uh,
Go
it's a
ahead.
very lonely job, actually. It's a very lonely profession, I would say. But yes, once one thing goes right, everything goes right.
Yep.
Was the moment one thing goes right, and everybody feels that, okay, you are the best person ever I have seen.
Yep. Exactly. And then everybody wants to be your friend. You're like, where were you when I needed you?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you recommend for entrepreneurs that might be going through some of that struggle? I guess I would say that community is big at having sounding boards with maybe other entrepreneurs that are going through the same thing as you are. People that just kind of understand and what you're going through, and are willing to be there to support you, even if it's not like even if it's not putting money into the company, but just offering advice, listening to your feedback, just letting you vent sometimes even. What other tips would you offer for entrepreneurs that want to kind of get through that hard moments, I guess, in that journey?
uh you know I would say, I think it's very difficult to give advice on those things, that whenever you are struggling and having hard times, what to do next. I would say, remain connected with your family. That's most important part.
Yeah.
Because family is there always, no matter what they do, what they say, they'll always be there. Also, think about small happiness and successes that
Yeah.
will actually keep you going. Because generally what people do is they just think about the bigger thing, and then whenever they don't go there, though they don't get there, they become very sad. I think small success, let's say, if you fix a bug, you feel happy. if you
Yeah.
if you publish a feature, you feel happy. If you get a reply from a client, you feel happy. So these small kind of things actually gets you going very easily.
Yep.
And for the people who are actually looking to build something, they have never built it, I would say this is the best time ever to start a company. AI, because since AI is there, think about something, think about a problem, think about, can AI solve this problem? If you think the answer is yes, go ahead and solve it. That's it.
That's
Building a
cheaper. Go ahead.
That's cheaper, and obviously building a software right now is much more cheaper than it has ever been in the past. So you
Yep.
can build a better software, perfect software, cheaper software, most accurate software using AI. And why not you do it now? So
Yep.
if you think that you'll do it 6 months later, it will be harder to build software 6 months later, because of the AI will become more advanced.
Yep.
Harder means more competition, because everybody can easily build a software now,
Yep.
right? Because the level of building a software, the skill that required has gone down. So now even a even a high school person can actually build a software, even if they don't know anything about programming,
Yep.
because of the AI. So now building a software will become uh, easier in terms of the cheaper in terms of the money expenditure, but easier, but difficult in terms of the competition, because there will be a lot of people who can build the software now. So you better do it now before it gets too late,
Yep.
and you do it. That's my only advice right now.
That's a call to action for anybody listening there. And I love that. I love that idea about celebrating the small wins, and I totally agree with you. I think if you could appreciate, that first customer, like even not tech related, but you go into a restaurant, they'll have the first dollar bill framed on the wall there.
Yeah,
Stuff like that
exactly.
really adds up and kind of it gives you
It
encouragement.
gives you encouragement. It gives you hope that you are doing something right in your life. Because there is never gonna be a eureka moment in your life being an
Yep.
entrepreneur, that you think, okay, this is the life, this is the moment I was waiting for. Now this moment actually changed my life. No, this is not gonna happen. They're
Yep.
going to be very small minor moments that you are missing right now, that you should be enjoying. Otherwise, you'll realize that this whole journey is like this. There
Yep.
was never been a mega moment in my life,
Yep.
because there's not gonna be. This is the whole journey. There are going to be minor movements. You have to enjoy them and then keep going. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of people like to think of the concept of like the overnight success, but it doesn't really
Nah,
work like that. It's more like an overnight decade.
never. Never. Overnight decades. Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Well, Tosh, it's been a great chatting with you. Where can people learn more about Records Keeper? RecordsKeeper.AI, I believe.
Yes, correct.
Great. So
RecordsKeeper.AI.
everybody that wants to get their organization in line and stop spending 85% of their time looking for documents, just let AI do it. It was made for this. Check out RecordsKeeper.AI. They're building a really helpful tool over there. If you've been looking for a document, you know the exact pain point, so you're probably rushing over to the website right now. You could also find it in NachoNacho's B2B SaaS and AI marketplace. Of course, we have the best AI tools, and we wouldn't be complete without your guys' products. So thank you very much for partnering with us, and we look forward to growing our companies together.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, bud.